I know, but this is scientific studies that have
Yeah,
been put
they
out
released
like
it.
the last few years.
You know how your big toe can taste garlic?
No, it can't.
Yeah, if you step on a clove of garlic with your big toe, you can actually taste it.
Are you just trying to get me to step on
No.
garlic?
What would that achieve?
That wouldn't achieve.
But,
That's a waste of good garlic.
Oh,
But do
you
taste
wasted your
it down
garlic.
here, or do you like taste it in your mouth?
I have no
It's-
idea how it works. I didn't read the full article.
It's
but
weird.
basically-
You know how when you smell things, you can kind of taste it in the back of your mouth,
Yeah.
like when you breathe in with your mouth? It's like that kind of sensation.
Huh.
So
Well, that's weird.
the big test is to get a bag of granulated sugar and to teabag yourself in it, essentially.
I'll try
Sugar
it.
rush!
Cream.
Ah!
This episode of Casual Quest Masters is brought to you by whipped cream. Whipped cream, a treat for you and her.
Sounded
Or him.
All right.
We don't judge.
Or all of them. We don't judge.
previously on Casual Quest.
Oh, good call. There we go. We should start though, right?
Yep.
Playing
I
some
mean-
Dungeons and Dragons.
I want to say yes, but I don't want to seem like I'm pushing too hard.
Nah, bruh. Nah, you're not pushing. You're good.
Let's see. Good work on that bit, Nick. Getting the recap done. Now, Glenn just did a nice soft recap in the podcast episode, so I don't want to sound like I'm, souped up crazy over here. So I'm just going to say, get your dice ready, because we are back to another session of Casual Quest Masters. Welcome to our own Faerun, everybody. Representing Neverwinter is Nikhil Choli Mello.
Is he okay, guys?
I think he is.
Hi, I play Vol.
I smell
I'm
toast.
Vol. You should probably check in with your doctor for that, but I play Volt, Nightwalker, Val Nagonia, Goliath Ranger, and today's gonna be interesting.
Brendan Thresher.
I'm Magdor Brandiron, and I'm ready to fight because I am no longer unarmed.
This is true. This is factual and amusing, dwarf. Well done.
And I forgot the right rhyme. Yours truly, Tyler Vitito as Nox. The boy, well, kind of boy, the half-elf who walked the sands so sad, but then was able to have a stroll with his dad. And last but certainly not least is our squeaky but yet all-powerful dungeon master, Glenn Houston.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Well, that was the show, everybody.
Bye.
He's going full Eeyore on us. Everyone, be careful.
Oh no. Oh no, I can't do this.
No!
Look, my throat is scary right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen to it. So anything, I don't want to, as I Hulk Hogan for like 5 seconds, like, it's kind of like All Might. I can only do it for so long before I got to revert back.
Your throat is scary right now, but it's not Halloween.
I rolled a 12.
Oh, okay. Everybody roll the dice. Shit, I rolled a 14. Oh, thank God.
Fuck. All right. So Magdor, Brandon rolled 12. Tyler rolled a 14. I rolled a 19. So I have to do the recap.
You beat me too.
It's fine because I wrote it this week, and it's a little snarky. This is all coming from Vol. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Previously on Casual Quest Masters,
Mm.
Vol takes a firebolt to the face.
Ow.
After reuniting, Vol takes charge, and our heroes quickly attempt to track down the mysterious boy who walked away with the scroll. After following some treks down the beach that led to some odd discoveries, i.e., the boy was able to conjure a bird and fly towards Luskan thanks to Krosif following him for a while, the group decides to head back to the inn to recover. Magdor and Nox fail to notify Volt of some of the problems that they caused and the fact that they are under house arrest. Nox goes off to buy some gear while Magdor and Vol attempt to sneak back into the inn. Magdor uses his cloak to look like a sack upon Vol's request, and Vol submits himself to house arrest temporarily to rest up. They're given food and ale and told to wait for the captain of the town guard to arrive. The guard arrives and Vol does his best to explain the situation to him about his kidnapping, while also revealing that Magdor didn't in fact leave. He totally left because he is found in the bathroom conjuring and tinkering to fix his ball-busting arm. Knox decides that the best thing they can do is stroll back into the hotel, pretend that they didn't disobey orders to stay indoors. They're also quite rude to the staff of the hotel, blaming them for events out of their control. The group is most definitely getting kicked out now.
Screw
Vol's
you,
upset.
Nick.
Magdor doesn't see a problem while he's busy tinkering with his arm, and Knox seems to find as a yelling match ensues. The captain returns after some time to inform them that they're all free to go and that there isn't enough evidence to do anything about the coin spinners. The captain also hands them some monetary compensation for all the trouble and bids them farewell. The group must now decide their next plan of action. Nox and Magdor want to stay to finish the mission and read the scroll, whereas Vol has had enough of this shit and wishes to head back to Neverwinter. I think.
And
Knox seduced the guard.
Great job.
Thank you.
As usual, inspiration point for doing the recap. Good job.
Yeah, good job, Nick. Eloquently and neutrally put, as one should, as a judge of no bias.
I loved the ball busting arm.
Mm.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Crazy
legendary
ultimate.
weapon Magdor should get. The Ball Buster.
I mean, speaking in terms of
Crush the balls.
neutrality, objectively speaking, Nox was rude. So,
True. Is the defiant part where I walked up to the guard and said, "Hey, baby"?
no, between the three of us when we were having that yelling match, it was
Oh,
more in
there-
reference to that.
There was only one person having the yelling.
No, I know.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
from the perspective of Vol.
Yeah.
So it makes
Okay,
sense.
no, that's fair.
I'm a big fan
Everybody
of
was
writing our
yelling.
reviews, writing our reviews based on our characters.
I give you a 1 star. I give you a 0-star Yelp review. You can't give a 0-star Yelp review. It has to be 1 star. Fine, 1 star.
I'm gonna give it 1 star because I couldn't give 0. Here are the reasons why. There's
Alright,
no
good.
cats.
Man, you should have read some of the reviews that I had on my hotel. It was crazy. People are crazy. But anyway, boys,
before-
look at this. Oh,
Sorry, before we continue, I just wanted to confirm inspiration points only reset after a long rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Oh,
guys, guys,
So
look.
let's pick it up there.
I'm gonna hold up my arm. The ball buster's back.
the Ball Buster's back. As I look over my shield that I was currently preening and admiring and from the couch. Welcome
gonna-
back,
I'm
Magdor.
Show it off, cause I'm still not entirely there after the guard captain came in. I kind of wasn't really part of the argument there, so I'm oblivious. So I'm gonna show him and be like, "Oh, I've made the decision to put Morden symbol on it because if I have to fight naked again, I don't want to be without him." And that's the big change this time around.
So mechanically, it's like a holy symbol.
yeah, it'd be
Love
like having it on a shield.
Yeah, I love it.
Except it's on my back of my palm. I don't know what that area is
It's almost
called.
like almost Full Metal Alchemist style, where it has the
Yeah, like Mustang.
yeah. I love Mustang. Anyway,
What do you think, Vol? I'm just gonna shove my arm in his face. Well, I guess up to his face.
Vol's. I can't remember if we ended off. Vol was probably standing in frustration. Vol's just got his eyes kind of fixed on the horizon, just kind of like dead staring, thinking. Wolf, you injured your arm in the fighting pit, right?
I had to trying to get Mary to drink.
Listen, I want to leave.
Yep.
I don't really want to do this right now. But I think I need to clear my head. Dwarf, do you know if they let anybody participate in the fighting pit?
You just gotta be a criminal.
I'm certain that's not the case. This is a legal fighting pit, right?
It's a criminal justice system.
Well,
I'm
by
sure if-
association, I've probably already been accused of something, and I'm a criminal right here, right now.
I got an idea if you want to try it.
He's a smooth criminal.
There's stands and cups. I could really use a souvenir cup, and they're a bit too expensive for me.
So you want me to steal one and then get caught, and then that way fight my way out?
I got another idea if you want. I got a finger.
You see Nox put a hand on their face at this point.
All I ever heard about, it's just been you and that fucking finger. Where'd you find the finger?
Krosov gave it to me.
Why is Krosov giving you random body parts?
We thought it was yours.
That doesn't look anything like me. That fucking bird's stupid.
We didn't think it was your finger.
Well, Krosov definitely thought it was my finger.
Can you talk to Krosov?
I don't want to at this point.
What the? He's mine.
But
Bird's not done anything useful for us.
If you really want to fight, I can take you there.
You take
I'm
that
sure they'll
back,
let you
Vol.
fight.
Krosov is an essential part of the team. He
Lead
was
the
our
way, dwarf.
third.
And then, but I need your
A
word.
scout.
A-
A
after
finger
you fight,
finder. Even a
let me get my
father.
gold.
The only reason I want to fight is to clear my head so I can think.
All right, let's go.
I'm
Let
sorry,
me kill
Krosov.
something, and then I'm sure.
Oh, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna back him down to whisper, but it's not gonna be that much of a whisper.
Bolt's gonna lean down.
You should ask Nox to help you out.
Wait. Backdoor, are you telling me that you didn't fairly win that fight?
I'm just gonna turn around and walk out this way to the fighting pits.
Magdor, didn't you mean that I helped you get into the mess in the first place? It seems awfully weird to assume that I would assist one of my team members from almost certain death.
No, I was talking about when Nox bet on me, and so we knew I'd win, and we got lots of money.
I see. What did you do with this money, Nox?
Oh yeah,
Eh.
we're supposed to split it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't remember the part where we said we were supposed to split it. As I do
Well-
like this weird Frieza pose and show my chainmail and shield and stuff, and I go, oh, I spent it all.
Well, and then I'm gonna look over at the bag that the captain left. Well, we got something back. And how much is in the bag? Volt's gonna pick it up and look inside.
It's pay for whatever you. How much did you guys pay for the room?
Vol put down 10 Luskan gold.
Yeah, so you get the
Uh,
10 gold back plus another 10.
And I will go, and it's like, well, I didn't spend it all, but you guys can have what's left over, and I will put...
Oh no, that's fine. And then I'm gonna give Magdor 5 Luskan gold. I
That puts
recovered
me at
some.
15.
Well,
I didn't spend any of my 10 for the hotel, right?
I- it
Hotel
was
cost the
Volt.
10 for the 5 days. All right.
I think it was just for the room, Magdor. I don't think they charge per person here. Maybe?
All right.
Well, they only gave us one
Okay,
bed.
got my gold.
It was 10 gold for the week for that one room.
I'm at 15. Well, can we bet with your money
Well,
I'm
no, we're
looking
not
at
using my
Nox.
money anymore.
at Nox?
You're looking at Nox. Okay. Use their money. We're no longer using my money.
I mean, and I'm gonna put 30 gold on the table here, and I'm gonna count it off 15. I was like, this guy's it's yours. You guys rightfully earned it.
All right, thanks. I'm not even gonna take in
Qu-
consideration. Thanks for the money. All right.
This guy,
Well-
like, the payback for my share of the wagon at the very least. Fair's fair, right?
Right. Didn't you
It's
buy
fine,
us
we'll be-
rations?
We'll
Are you
we'll figure out the money. I'm being.
All right. Yeah, let's.
I'm
let's
just
go to the
restless.
fighting
Let's
pits.
let's. Yes, please.
For the sake of my character sheet, are you accepting the 15 gold, Nick?
I'll take it for now.
Okay. Thank you, because I don't want to like type floating 15 gold on table. It's like, oh no, this
Follows
stuff
you
is
around
worth its
like a
weight in
pet.
gold. Yeah, this is my new familiar. It's just a floating sack of coins.
So heading to the pits.
Guys, we didn't get our long rest, I don't think, or I guess it is in the morning, isn't it? Okay. Magdor, could I see that Warhammer you won from the pits?
I think it's around here somewhere. Dig underneath the bed and pull out that third warhammer. Ah, here it is. Yes. Now I can fight with 3.
You could. I don't even know or want to know where you'd put it. Like the ultimate move I can think is like a butt stomp or something, but then that would imply something more horrific than the gods themselves.
You're right. I'll put it back under the bed.
Okay, go ahead and put it back under the bed as I hide on the other side of the bed,
Just shove it back under the bed.
and I'll pick it
It's
up
just
on
a
the other
normal
side.
Warhammer, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a normal Warhammer. And-
Warhammer plus 5.
I look at the Warhammer and I kind of like give it a unnatural toss in the air and I go, "Oh, I can do that now. That's cool."
Thank
Well,
you,
are we
Raven
going or
Queen.
not?
I thought you were already gone. We gotta catch up to you.
You were supposed to lead me back door. Vol's yelling from
Oh.
downstairs. I don't know how to get there.
Man, I've never been a babysitter before. This is gonna be so exciting.
All right, heading out. I catch up to Vol and say, all right, let's go. And we're walking to the pits.
Yeah.
Magdor, it was a big joke, being pregnant with sausage, but I didn't think I'd end up with a big baby after this.
Me or Vol?
I'm talking shit to you in clear hearing distance of both of you.
That doesn't answer my question.
Talking
I'm
a lot of shit for somebody in sword swinging range.
All right.
Yep, don't worry, I'll be upset to you or too.
Are you coming with us, Knox? Barry?
Yep.
All right, this way. Start walking.
Yes. I'm just teetering along just to, it's kind of like that thing where your husband's in a bad mood, so you just let him kind of drink his sorrows away situation. You're not my husband, thankfully, but it's like it's upsetting almost to watch like what's happening here, but I want to make sure to be there in case things go awry.
As we walk, I'm gonna talk to Vol. Like, all right, they strip you down and no weapons, right?
No weapons. How do we fight then? What's the procedure?
One falls from the sky.
Oh. Okay. So one weapon, 2 fighters fight to the death. Seems
They
fair.
got some big boys over there.
It's fine.
All right, we're there. We're
Cool.
walking.
Wow,
You make your way towards the fighting pits. On the way, you notice, as it is kind of now like it's probably around midday. The fighting pits, the prisoners' carnival, as it's known, is a little more busy than you remember it before. It was always full, but now it's like full. And basically, what you're kind of gathering from the crowd is the people that are around it as you move closer and closer is that basically they've shipped in especially dangerous criminals to fight. Um,
How convenient.
this happens every once in a while.
How plot convenient.
Because on the Sword Coast, it's like, do they just keep these guys in cages, or do they, potentially allow, them to kill each other off, and then, just by proxy, they're going to end up, getting rid of more of the bad people on the Sword Coast, and maybe the ones that win will be so thankful for their freedom that they may be reformed or whatever. The idea is to kind of whittle down the numbers of folks that are doing bad things, and so it seems as though it's bustling. They are red. They've got a lot of big fights, and as you guys kind of walk closer to a point where you see what looks like a two-headed giant, but it's not quite as big as a giant. Um, fighting a like a really battle-hardened orc, and the orc is like up on both heads, pulling them back and strangling, and then it gouges the eyes out of one and then stabs the other one in the head as it falls to the ground, and he screams at the crowd, and he's just gashed with scars, and the crowd roars and money gets changed. So it's obvious that you've come on a day where you may be tested a little more than previously. Um, a Duragar will not be the most difficult foe you'll face today. If you decide.
All right, let's just go home. This seems a little bit too much.
Wow, Vol, look at the way that orc is just
I've
like
always known
beating him his own
Volus wanna
eyeballs.
back down from a challenge.
Um, in actuality, Vol's gonna lean down a little bit to Magdor. Did you just see that orc destroy whatever that creature was?
He ripped his eyes out.
I want to fight that orc. Let's find a guard, quick. Guard!
Oh boy.
Vol's just gonna
There's
walk
a
around
couple
yelling.
guards nearby.
Oh boy.
Guard, I want to take part.
All right, just head over there. And he points over towards where Magdor was taken. He's like, of course, and he starts to walk you over there, and he says, of course, you'll have to sign waivers that say you'll know, we're not responsible if you die. That sort of thing.
Right. No, this seems fair.
Most
you
people
know,
don't willingly put themselves in, but we can't, we don't want to say no if you want to kill some bad guys.
That's honestly, that's all I want to do.
You're subject to the same rules. We'll take all your weapons and armor. Sometimes the fights will give a prerequisite as, like if you were to fight a creature that had natural weapons, we may give you one to start.
Understood.
Do they ever do 3v3?
Sometimes 2v2, but I don't know if 3v3's ever been done before.
Something keep him on then.
Might be interesting.
Magdor, are you feeling up for a bout?
What about Mary? I already got to fight once.
Oh no, it's fine. This is a fight with weapons. Not allowed to use magic.
I
This
do
is-
have my
This
hands
is a
now.
true natural competition.
Let me ask Mary. I'm looking around for Mary. Are you nearby?
I'm right next to you guys. My eyes are bulging. Like everything is surreal at this point. It's like I just lost Vol for 2 days, and after finally finding him, he immediately wants to put himself into a death match to clear his frustrations. It's like, is this what Chi-Chi feels like?
I think so.
I'm sorry.
Chi, come on. I
Well,
just wanna
nobody
fight
ever
for the
said-
destroy the whole
Nobody
universe.
ever said
Yeah, but
Voy was a good father. So
Mary,
That's true. That's actually
Nor
very
do-
true.
can I fight with him?
I mean, you understand? Oh, fight with him or fight
With
him?
No, not against him. With him.
Say, I don't want you killing him, okay?
No
this
promises.
wife could never kill me.
See, he's cocky and he has a death wish. He's clearly going to
Wait.
die this.
Wait, Magdor. If you fight with me, I could toss you.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get.
Let's do it.
Here,
No,
I'm gonna
no,
turn to
no,
Mary.
Mary. Do you want
I'm
to
gonna
fight with
turn.
us?
I'm gonna turn to Mary and I'm gonna show my hand with the symbol. It's like, I can heal him if I'm in there. I can be help.
Glenn, asking as a player to the
Yes.
DM, part of the Hex Warrior feat, or not feat, class feature, gives me proficiency with martial weapons, including the Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
However, in order to begin using my charisma modifier, I need to take a long rest with said weapon.
Okay.
Will you allow an exception this time, or would you say no can do if you fight, you're going to have to do with magic? Well, if they take our stuff away, I'm going to be stripped down useless.
Yeah, your stuff will be taken away from you.
You think I'll be able to keep? No, they said they took arcane focuses away too. So would I be down to anything that doesn't use materials then?
They might be willing, especially because obviously it is a contest that pits your skill against someone else's, and if your skill is not martial, and you can't defend yourself without a weapon, there's a likelihood that they may allow you to keep like your component pouch.
I begin
Possibly.
hiding my shield, my chainmail, my warhammer. Oh man, I have no way of fighting melee.
All right. Hey, God.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
We want to do a 3v3, but my friend's got to keep her magic.
Well, I'll bring it up to him. Just give me a few minutes, all right? Enjoy the next fight.
Can we do a 1d2 to bet on this fight?
1d2? What do you mean by that?
Just flip a coin. Bet on
On
this fight. Evens or odds
to decide
on this
what?
next fight. For betting.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be an odds-based thing. Depending on what you're going against, you'll have.
I think he's trying to
Yeah,
decide
for-
between getting Vol and Magdor, and Nick still can't hear you. And basically trying to convince who's gonna lay down the money to make a bet on us.
Oh no, I was saying the guard
Just on the
told us
fight
to
that's
enjoy
going
the
now.
next fight. Yeah, the fight that's
Oh,
happening that we're watching. Can you
Oh,
bet
you
on
want
that?
to bet on this fight? Yeah. Let me figure out who it is. After I get this thing knocked out real quick. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah.
And
I
if
think
you have
that'll
someone
do.
that you want to win, you can just call them opponent 1 or 2 for bets, and then
Yeah.
one of 'em.
I think what we're gonna end up doing. Let me see.
I thought it was a 3v3 at this point.
Ours is.
Well, yeah,
we're
yours
talking.
is. Yeah. Let's filter that. Ooh, what the heck is that? Weird. Um. Yeah, that's fun. So basically, you guys relax. And they announce the next fight is going to be between a devil and a demon. It seems for this fight they are pitting, two creatures of a different realm that have committed crimes in this place. And within the context of this, you see a couple mages come out, and they arcanely charge the bars, so they're a little stronger. And you see a couple priests come out and bless them and place like rings around it as to be a little extra security in keeping devils and demons inside. And they put two portable holes in there and open them up really quickly and then run out. And then this giant like gorilla like creature with orange hair and another one and out of the other one comes like a lanky one with spines coming off of its back and arms and elbows and shoulders and face.
My God.
And they immediately proceed to try and rip each other apart. And
I'm gonna hail down a guard. Oh, I want to bet 5 gold on the demon.
the demon is the orange
That
one.
the lanky
He
one?
says,
Oh, no,
"Oh,
the
the
lanky one.
Barogura."
No,
Or
no,
the
the lanky one with the spikes.
Ah, right, the barbed devil. All right, how much?
5 gold.
5 gold. You? And he kind of looks at both Nox and Vol.
5 on the other one.
All right.
I'm all cleaned out. This is here for show for me.
Well, enjoy the show, ma'am. and they take your bets. It is an even bet either way, because they don't really know how to bet for these guys. So if you do win, you'll get your money back and like a gold. So like it's gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be a
Yeah.
big gain either way. Um, and so yeah, the fight begins and goes, and I'm gonna roll two d20s, and whichever one rolls the highest, because they have the same challenge rating, is the one that wins. And so the yellow one is the Barl Gura, which is the monkey one that Nick bet on, and the clear one is Barbed Devil.
Backdoor, have you
And
ever seen any creatures like these?
No, but I want to fight him too.
Ah, to be a challenger in that pit.
So basically, as they fight, it becomes pretty clear after a few of the Barb Devil's barbs get wedged into the Barogura that the Barogura is just a little chunkier. And in this close combat, it has the upper ground massively. And because the cage is blessed, the 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 Barb Devil can't climb on the cage. It tries a few times and it burns its hands to try and get away. And it just gets dismembered on the stage as the Barogura wins. And
Hey, good show! You see that, Backdoor? You just ripped him to pieces.
yeah,
I'm
and you
gonna
all
s-
cheer, and then it just runs and tries to start breaking through the cage to get out at you. And some like priests come out and start to like chant, and they suppress it, and it kind of like retreats back into the portable hole, and they come out and close it off, and then walk off, divvying out the winnings. So you get 6 gold back.
I guess you'll
After
buy
divvying
drinks
out.
tonight then, huh, Vol?
Of course, just for the three of us. I didn't mean that for everybody else. It's just the three of us that I'm buying drinks for.
Just to make sure I understand, did we just bet 10 gold and won 6 out of it, like in a guaranteed setup here?
I
No.
lost, fan square.
Oh, Backdoor bet 5 gold. I bet 5 gold, but I won. So we didn't bet 10 gold together.
I look up at Vol. Go on.
No, that's it. That's what happened.
I see.
lost, fan square.
Well, Clear
After you-
Light's
like,
looking
right
great.
after you get your stuff too, right after you get the divvying out, the guard that you had spoken to about trying to do a 3v3 comes back and he says, "All right, I've talked to the jailer. It's not a precedent, but he's not against it, and they've got plenty of extra prisoners today. So, if you're down, I mean, it's life or death as long as you're okay with that."
Backdoor?
Grab Mary, let's go.
Mary? Well?
If we do this, will you do what Magdor and I probably should do, and technically you should do? And take care of unfinished. Do you think this will get your bloodlust out? Because this is ridiculous.
Oh, we'll figure it out later. Let's just do some killing first. These are criminals after all. And Vol's just gonna lead off and start following the guard.
Oh my mother.
You know, I was
Some
a
of these
criminal
are
once, too.
monsters, not necessarily criminals, but they are evil monsters who have killed people or hurt people.
Ah, as long as I get to kill. You know what that's like.
Vol,
Would a guard know what that's like?
I mean, I'd rather him do it in there than out in my streets, you know?
That's fair.
That's what this is for.
they're pulling these creatures out randomly from the abyss and the 9 hells at this point. I mean, there's thousands of those things. Where they
yes,
come
but
from.
the accomplishment of slaying one. Oh, the stories we could tell.
I'm down.
I'll-
Let's go.
I'll get the kazoo ready so I can sing, send a coin to your ranger.
All right, guard, how's this gonna work? Are you
Come
gonna
on
send
in.
us in there with
Let's
nothing? All right, let's go. Backdoor, Mary.
All right, and I'm gonna start stripping down as I walk in.
go. He says, not yet. Just come on in
Oh.
first.
All right.
I'm gonna say I'm
so-
nervously shuffling in, I guess. Jeez.
He says, you wield the sword, yes? And he points at you, Vol.
Yes, 2 swords ideally, but I'll take whatever you'll give me.
I'll give you one. And then he says, we'll give you one. Actually, talk to the jailer. And the jailer is like this like old lady, and she's like, welcome, young men. So you want to fight? 3 versus 3. Ambitious.
Yeah, I figured we'd put on a good show and then we'd also get some exercise. You know what I mean?
Now, in a 3 versus 3 fight, it will get chaotic. It will be tight. The quarters are close, even for a 1 versus 1.
So be it.
You must be bonded very well to have joined in to come into this, because it will not be easy. And you are willingly entering, so I must make sure you understand the risks.
Aye.
All right. And she pulls out several papers and says, "Please read these thoroughly. If you agree and give up your rights for the fight, understand that you may not walk out alive. And I would not want to see 3 able-bodied good men, well," and she looks at Magdor and she says, "some of you, good men and women, go in and lose their lives. So please take some time to contemplate, but know that if this happens, we will make some concessions because of the nature of the creatures that you will be fighting. You will not go in with nothing."
Understood. Could I get a quill, please?
Yes. She puts the ink pot towards you. It has 5 feather quills in it, so you can pull them out and do with as you please. There's little flowers on the end.
Vol knows how to read and write, but he's not very well versed in writing. So it's kind of like a scribble, and he just scribbles his name. on- like Vol.
Magdor's gonna pick up a pen and look over and write Vol as well. He doesn't know how to write. He's like, oh, it must be what I need to do.
She
I
says,
guess
"Boy, you said, are you both named Vol?
No, I'm Vol.
Oh, Magdor.
Then why didn't you write that?
I don't know how it's spelled. Here, I'm gonna draw.
Just
an
write it in
anvil.
Dwarvish. Can you write
yeah,
in Dwarvish?
yes.
Please do this.
And so
This is fine.
Gonna be
Just your mark.
line, triangle, X, square. Good. That's Magdor.
Perfect. And you.
on a minor illusion, like reading glasses on Krosov, as I'm like, all right, you're the lawyer now. You're a crow of many traits. Let's read this together. Nox is terrified. They just saw a devil and a demon just go at each other, and we're going in it like it's a carnival ride. And I'm gonna begin reading it. Is there any like thing that would throw me off beyond the usual? Hey, if you die, you're fucked. You know, if you win, but something happens, this happens. Is there anything that I would deem extra, like, kind of weird loophole stuff?
I mean, what are you looking for specifically as far as contingencies go in the contract?
Whatever there are in the contract. I'm the one that's. She said, "Read the contract." I'm gonna do just that.
Is it
Okay,
more than just a simple liability waiver? I think is what.
effective? No, yeah, it's pretty standard. It's like, if you choose to enter this, you give up your right to be alive. If you don't survive, that's not their fault. That's basically all it's saying. There's no other like weird little subcontracts that are going to cause, or clauses that are going to cause you to end up like losing or having to be like in servitude or anything. It's, since you're willingly entering, you only have to do one. And this contract does have an amendment at the bottom that allows for you to be given items outside of what you would normally bring in, because these fights are normally just like to the death with a weapon that they drop in. But they're going to give you, it seems like they're going to give you something.
I'm gonna look away and sign it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sign it like this is almost shameful and frightening, but I'm gonna commit to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the jailer and hold up my warhammer and say, "Can I keep beautiful with me?"
Do you have another way to bring in a? Do you have another way to bring in your holy symbol?
I look down at my hands like, yeah. How are you?
Bring that.
All right.
Good. Very good. Now,
Yeah,
one of the
great.
things about this that is going to be different is partially because of the fact that we will make plenty of money off of this fight because it is something that is unprecedented. Is that we will be giving you each an item that I believe works with what you tend to do. You like to hit things, you like to cut things, and you like to cast spells. Yes?
I didn't know how you
I
knew that.
believe
but
so.
Okay.
Are you I'm sorry, miss. Are you what nature is your arcane gift from? Do you study? Do you receive, nature gifts? You have a patron that you serve? Are you a wild magic sorcerer? It will determine the nature of the item that is given to you.
I look frantically at the contract to look for the clause where they survey us immediately after they sign it. It's like, I tee yeah, like it just like immediately sweat because they weren't expecting this question. Vol, what would you say that I do?
Honestly, I have no idea. The realm of magic is far beyond my comprehension.
You can
Uh,
zap
Ah.
people.
Yeah,
Uh,
Miss Jailer, I point at stuff and stuff shoots out.
Are you a sorcerer? Are you a warlock? Are you a wizard? Are you a
Sor-
druid?
sorcerer.
You're a sorcerer. Okay.
Thank you for not calling me a wizard because those guys are fucked. I fucked.
now, Mary, I understand you're nervous, but there's no need to be rude to this kind woman.
I didn't say
No,
anything.
I understand the sentiment. Don't worry.
She hates wizards too, Vol.
No,
We all
they are
hate
just
wizards.
sometimes uppity, which I understand. Now, here is the thing. Like I said, I'm finding things that will be useful to you because you'll be going in against things that have an inherent advantage because they themselves are of their very nature powerful. They do not need items to fight you.
Ah,
So
fantastic.
you will be given these items now. If you survive, you keep them.
Okay, I'm in.
Oh,
So, on top of
And-
our lives, we get to keep these? That sounds like one hell of a deal.
So one of these items I will give to you, tall man. And she goes and she gets she brings up like a long box up. Well, I mean, it's not long, it's like 3 or 4 feet long. She sets it, it's long compared to her because she's like 4 feet tall. She sets it up there and she opens it and turns it towards you, and you see this beautiful scimitar. um and she says, this is what is called a sword of sharpness. Now, I will give you time to spend time attuning to this item, as it does have magical properties. But, um, like I said, if you survive, you get to keep this. Actually,
Vol's gonna
really
pick it up
quickly-
and
really quickly. Let me see something really fast. I apologize. There may actually be something more catered to you here. No, I think that's. Let me see.
the fuck?
Ooh. She says you have a choice between this one and this one. And she pulls out this one has just a very ornate sheath. Um and she says this is what is called a dancing sword. If you spend time with it and learn its ways, you can command it to fight without your hand at its hilt. The Sword of Sharpness has the ability to lop off limbs with ease. The Dancing Sword gives versatility. Which one would be more interesting to you?
huh. Um could I just carry both, get a feel for the blade, and then you can tend to my friends here? And I'll
Sure. take some time while I
And
talk
Vol's
to you.
just gonna, and then Vol's just gonna pick up both and just go off to a corner and then just inspect and then twirl it around a little bit.
Sure. Go ahead and take some time. Yeah, look those up. See which one looks more appealing to you. For you, I wanted to give you some options because there wasn't as many options at this rarity of magic item. But for you, the two of you, I think it's a little easier.
Hmm.
Then she goes over to Magdor, and she says,
He's
"Ooh."
bustling.
And
He does magic items.
she goes to a chest and pulls out a hammer that's as tall as she is and drags it to you and sets it in front of you because she can't really lift it. She can only drag it. She says, "This is what is called a dwarven thrower. It is only attunable by a dwarf, which is why it immediately came into my mind when I saw you. So, it is very powerful, and if you throw it in combat, it will return to you. Also, it is very powerful. Does this suit your needs, Master Dwarf?"
Magdor's on the ground. He's fainted.
She says, "I think that works. Now, on to you. What is your name?"
Hi, I'm Mary.
"Mary, you should not be so timid. I see a power in you. There is an aura about you of great energy. I know that you will be fine."
I'll make Mother proud.
"Good. Now," and she says, "Do you mind if I hold your hand for a moment?"
Next goes, beg your pardon.
"Just for a moment. Sometimes to pair a magic item with a person of a magic nature, because these men wield things of, might and magic. It's easy to see because he wields a sword. I give him a sword. He wields hammers and warhammers. I give him a warhammer or a hammer. For you, sometimes it is a little harder to place exactly what would be good in your hands. May I?" And she puts her hand out. Her little hand at 4 feet tall. Puts it up to you.
I've seen cute shit do horrible things, Glenn. You're not gonna make me fall for that one with that
You can make an
description.
insight check.
Oh,
I mean,
I,
she is just.
I was just kidding. I was trying to make a joke at
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But hey,
I was like,
it,
make an insight check if you want.
sure, I got a 19.
Yeah, she really does just seem to want to pair the right thing with you for this to make you as well equipped as possible.
She reminds me of my grandma I never knew I had. As I put my hand into her hand.
Her hand, despite being like liver spotted and bony, is warm, and you feel energy kind of course through. Does she close her eyes and she kind of like goes, "Oh, huh. There
I,
is much more to you than you let on." And she
I
takes her
start
hand
giving
away.
a shit-eating grin.
And she says, "There's a smile. Confidence is key, my young one." And she goes and she grabs two things.
Uh-oh.
One of them is a beautiful looking silver kind of platinum colored staff with a simple head at the top. It's got some simple engravings, and she holds it up. And then she brings also a rod. Let me make sure I know what this thing looks like. Oh, cool. There's no picture. Great. The rod is lovely and ornate. It looks like it's made of like an obsidian, kind of, with a
Ooh.
purplish gem held in the top. And she says, "This is called the Rod of the Pact Keeper. It is for people who serve others who need to serve them better. And this is called a Staff of Power. Both of which great in their own rights. But you must choose which one is more catered to your style of magic. Not me." And she hands them both to you.
Okay. I'll put the shield to my back and accept both, and I'll start looking at them bewildered because when Nox casts magic, they use their hands. They've never channeled it through an instrument before, and so it's been raw powered. So the idea of channeling it through something besides themselves as the conduit is almost bewildering. And I'll start looking at them. And Glenn, does the staff need to be held in both hands or just one?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she says, "I will leave you for a moment here yourselves to discuss which ones you would like to keep among your, well, just the two of you, because he's still really excited about that hammer." And she steps out of the room and says, "I'll be back in about an hour. Just enough time for you to decide and attune to which one you choose." She gives you a wink and then closes the door.
Vol's standing in a corner twirling around the scimitars Vol's chosen. Eddie's just kind of like, this feels good. Dwarf,
She
what did
says-
you get?
Which
I'm
one did you
taking
choose?
The Sword of Sharpness.
Sword of Sharpness it is. Okay.
And is it for the sake of the rolls, is it a scimitar? Right?
Sword of Sharpness can be any weapon that deals slashing damage. So yeah, scimitar is probably the closest thing to your short sword.
Okay.
So as long as that's okay, I just
Yeah.
figured it was kind of the closest thing. And all of the effects that are listed on the magic item, you spend an hour with it and choose to attune to it.
Okay.
Is all it is.
So regular scimitar for my attack rolls. Got it.
And so you put
I-
the other one back, right?
Yes.
Cool.
I have a quick question for mine. So
Mm-hmm.
I understand it deals damage, and then when I throw it, it deals an additional damage. Is that the secondary damage, or
No, that's how much damage it deals. If you throw it, it deals that much damage. You don't add your strength modifier. It just deals a flat amount of damage when you
Okay.
throw it. Yeah, unless it's a
It was
giant.
yeah, it was just confusing. This is it deals an extra 1d8 damage. So I just didn't get that.
Oh, it is an extra 1d8. Yeah, so it's an extra 1d8.
So if
So
I
when you
throw
throw
it,
it,
it
it's actually
deals.
yeah 2d8.
So then what's the 1d10 that it's got for the secondary damage?
That's not listed on the page.
Oh, I just have it on a for
Oh,
Roll20.
it might be 1d8 or 1d10 because it's versatile listed on that. But on here, I'm looking at the D&D Beyond website. It doesn't have it
Okay.
listed as versatile. So I would say it's just 1d8.
And
Unless
then
we
if I throw it 2d8.
wait, no, it is versatile. It has the versatile tag, so it's 1d8 or 1d10. But when you throw it, it can only be thrown one-handed feasibly. So it's 2d8 damage when you throw it.
Oh, so secondary is if I two-hand it?
Yeah, if you two-hand
Okay.
it, but you have to do that in melee range.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So okay.
So you wake the dwarf up, and you can pull yourself up by the hammer if you want.
I'm going to. I have to attune to this, right? I can't just throw it now.
hmm
Would I know that?
When
Yeah,
you
I would.
attune to it, you would know how to use it.
I've only heard legends of this. This hammer, it comes back.
What do you mean it comes back like you throw it?
Look. Yeah, look, I'll throw it.
We had a tale. One of our old legends in our tribe is of a mighty giant who controls thunder with a hammer that he tosses around to slay his enemies.
We had a tale like that in my
Yum, yum.
village too. Yum.
Ah,
And
what are
as
the
you guys kind
chances?
of like gush over these two new like toys, effectively that you have, you see Nox like just patiently looking between these two staves, or a rod and a staff.
Nox.
How you feeling,
Well,
Nox?
well, actually, I want to ask this. I know I'm sorry for keeping breaking immersion here as the
you're
player to
fine.
DM. This is an incredibly powerful item for a level 5, which scares me as the player if we somehow do survive this.
Both of them are very strong. Yeah.
Are you certain that you want to give this to me? Like, I hope this isn't
I've
like in
always
return.
said my policy as a DM is always to overpower my players and then just challenge them more. I would much rather you have cool shit and feel strong and then just get challenged more, rather
Like-
than like constantly scrounging for your next +1 item, you know? So sometimes I'm going to throw curveballs where you just get an opportunity to get things like this. So yeah, I'm totally sure.
Okay, because like Nox's eyes is dilating at this point, but me as the player and like frightened at what this could do in the long run.
I know I probably already clarified this. I want to clarify it again so I don't make this mistake when adding this here. Is this a regular weapon or a +1 weapon for me?
Um, it looks like it's normal. It is not
Normal,
a
okay.
+1 or anything. It's just that when you roll a crit,
Right.
you deal
I
the
can
normal
chop off a
damage
limb.
plus. Well, no, they take an extra
It's a
14
4d6.
slashing damage. No, no.
No? Let me
When you
find it.
attack a
Sorry, I
creature with
closed it.
it and roll a 20, they take an extra 14 slashing damage on top of normal damage. And if you roll another d20 and it hits 20, then you lop off a limb.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah, I see that now.
it's like a Vorpal sword light. It's a light Vorpal sword. Because on a Vorpal sword, if you crit, you cut their head off. Like so. Also, it looks like you can use it as a light source, which is really useful. So yeah. And if you hit objects, you maximize your damage. So if you hit, you don't even have to roll damage. You just whatever 1d6 plus your strength is maximized.
Right.
So you can fuck up damage, things, possibly chop off limbs, deal a little extra damage because it's extra sharp, or use it as like a magical torch.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, sorry.
No.
We're gushing over our items.
Vold's happy. Vold's just
Yeah.
kneeling in a corner, and then he's gonna start the attunement process, and he's
Well,
also just gonna
literally-
mentally prepare.
Sure. Well, I mean, all you have to do with the attunement process is spend an hour in close proximity to it.
Well, part
Technically
of
being passed out.
part of Vold's preparation is just focus, mentally just getting ready.
So Nox, I know that they've had a chance to kind of like gush a little bit, but you're still making a choice. How are you feeling?
I look at the rod and it has the fitting style that reminds me of my mother, aka the Raven Queen. But when I look at this staff, it looks immensely powerful, enough to frighten, past the character itself, frightens the player too. I think I'm gonna take the Staff of Power.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, the Staff of Power is really strong.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
Well,
It's
the only
it's-
thing about 'cause
scary.
the biggest thing, and I played a warlock for a very long time. You know the regaining spell slot thing on the Pact Keeper,
Yes.
which is a big deal for warlocks because like you only get like 2 or 3. So I didn't know if you saw that because it's also
Oh, I absolutely did.
it's a +3 Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Oh, that part didn't get mentioned.
So that means you get a +3 to spell attack and saving throws for your warlock spells. On top of being able to regain this spell slot.
The thing that's crazy about it, well, is everything you said. The only reason why I'm hesitant on that is because I'm a level 1 warlock right now. So I have one spell that will do damage, and that's, you can guess what the warlock staple attack, baby's first cantrip.
You don't have very many warlock spells. Yeah.
So it's like thinking, like, my first thought is, hey, I gotta survive this fight, whatever the hell Glenn's about to throw at us. And so it's like, do I focus on the thing I have 1 level in, or do I focus on the thing I have 4 levels in? And so,
sure, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's a different choice, but or an immediate choice.
No, the Staff of Power is fucking busted. It's really awesome.
That's why I'm gonna ask one last time. Are you sure?
Take it.
Okay, I take it. I go, oh my.
And you set the rod down, and you feel like the power kind of like start to course through you as you spend this time, and it's kind of like opening up a funnel into a floodgate. Basically, the power that this is going to connect you to. All three of these weapons immensely change your ability to affect the battlefield, defeat enemies, and do what you do. And do you have anything want anything else you want to do during that time? Because most of it should be spent very similar to what Vol is doing, which is kind of a meditative state with the weapon. Um, but it's not. You can still like talk if you want, because you have an hour.
No,
sorry.
I'm good. I'm admiring my hammer.
All right. You all spend time kind of like in different places, uh, doing your own thing to get accustomed to these new implements. And then you hear a knock at the door. He says, "Hello? Can I come in?"
Oh,
Yes.
you left. I didn't even know.
She opens the door. She says, "Wonderful. It seems as though you've made your choices." And she goes and gathers the other sword and the rod and puts them back in their respective, receptacles. And says, "Now you will have to remove your armor and give any other weapons other than the ones that have been given to you. Is this agreeable?
Understood.
Aye.
You may take your component pouch, young lady, because obviously, in order to cast your spells, you will need it. You have an implement now, a powerful one at that, but, it may be removed from you. So just like we give them a sword, you take your component pouch as well.
Did she say we're giving up
there's-
our armor?
Mhm.
Okay.
You're going to go in just like wearing street clothes effectively. So you strip down to whatever you wear underneath, or like common clothes that you would have kept that you don't wear when you're wearing armor. And she kind of goes by and inspects each one of you after you've had a chance. And there's a chest that holds each one of your things. And she goes, "Lock." And she hands the key to you for your chest so that nobody else can get into it, except by legal means.
I'm gonna look over at Mary and try not to burn this one.
Burn.
Good call.
Yes.
Wait, when
Oh,
were you burning chests?
let's not talk about that.
Hmm.
I thumb my
You are an
nose.
interesting trio. I wish you the best, as you will be facing off against some terrifying creatures. But
Sure.
I think you can do it. Now, the one thing that you also get to do is that, based on the creatures we have chosen to fight you, there have been betting lines set on this match. You have the opportunity to bet on either the enemies or yourself, though it would seem counterproductive to bet on the enemies, as if you are right, you will not collect on your winnings.
I'll bet one
Oh.
gold on the enemy.
The odds are 10-1 against you.
I'll bet. I mean, I'm not gonna keep the money when I leave. I'll bet it all.
How
They
much?
take regular gold as well, right?
Mhm.
29.
Cool. So just write that down, 29, and then if you win, we're gonna multiply that number by 6 and give you that much back. Mister, would you like to bet on yourself?
I mean, if we die, we can't do anything anyways with it. And I'm gonna rummage in my chest and pull out 43 gold.
Wonderful. Very smart. Now, Mary, was it? Would you like to bet on yourself, or do you really want to put a gold on the enemy?
I'll put a copper on the enemy and a gold on myself.
Wonderful. Confidence is key. And
It's okay.
she says, "If that's all, follow me." And she opens the door and starts to waddle out an opposite door from the one you came in. And you hear the chants, and like the ground is actually shaking as you hear the crowd just cheering. And they're just like, they're fucking excited, elated at what is about to happen.
Vol's restless. He's just fucking. He's bouncing. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, she leads you to a door, and she says, "When you hear the bell, open the door and go into the space between the gate. There is a small cage that leads to the gate that enters. And when you open it and close it behind you, it will be locked. You understand?
Yes.
Once you are there, you only have each other to keep you alive. Okay? I'm
Yes.
rooting for you.
As you should. We will
You
emerge
better-
victorious.
You've bet on us too, haven't you?
No, I don't bet on the fights.
Gonna wink.
This is our bet, and I'm gonna hold up my sword. This
I
was
like
her
that.
bet on us. Yeah.
If there's a chance to bet, Mrs. Jailer, now would be the time to do it.
Sweetheart, you can call me Tamara.
I like eyes bulge at that name. Tamara?
Yes.
Sounds like
It
a
was
name
my
I've
great-grandmother's name.
heard recently, actually. Well,
Oh, Timora?
yeah.
Hmm.
No relation,
Yeah.
second cousin?
No. She is an ancient deity. No relation, I promise you. I don't bet on luck, I bet on skill, and I think you will win.
Thank you for your help.
I would have done it for anybody, but I'm pleased that it was you. And she looks at all of you and says, I'll see you on the other side. She closes the door behind you and steps away.
Hey, you see us on the other side.
You must be the goddess of death.
I,
Alright,
I whip my head around at that. Oi, oi,
Listen.
oi.
What she said was true. It's just the three of us out there. Watch out for each other, and we'll be fine. It's just like any other job. Do it together, and we'll get through it.
Right, don't fall asleep on it, Vol. We'll do this together this time.
Hammer.
And you hear the and you hear a bell ring, and you said, "The contenders emerge!"
Vol's gonna kick the door open. If it's a
Kick the
door
door
that's
open.
kickable.
Yeah. Well, you like prop it open just a little bit so that it's not latched, and then boom, you kick it open, and then you can enter into
Paul's
the.
like swinging his sword in the air. He's like, and then I'm gonna point back, the ball buster, and then wait for
Uh,
Magdor to come.
And I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna take my hammer and I'm gonna throw it across and it's gonna do a circle around the arena and then come back to me.
And they go, the ball buster!
And I'm gonna look
It's
up at
beautiful.
Vol approvingly.
Vol's
And they
just
scream.
buzzing with excitement.
And
And
no,
then Vol's sorry. Vol's
No,
gonna
I-
look back one more time. The face melter.
and they kind of look confused because nobody who knows who that is. But they go, the face melter!
I stomp out and I lower the staff to the ground to cast minor illusion to give like a lion's roar. And then I just kind of start pointing up to the skies and start casting firebolt.
Yeah.
Are you're in
Awesome.
your half elf?
Yes.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm a little
You
skimpy right now.
Goliath and Dwarf come out and Mary.
And Mary. And on the other side of the space, you see as soon as you guys are done kind of like introducing yourselves and entering the ring, and then you see them come out similarly with three separate portable holes. Several like each portable hole has four people kind of holding each side of the kerchief. And they all come out and unwrap them real quick and then book it. And then shut the door behind them. And they say, and the contenders, evil creatures from the farthest reaches of Faerun. And from within one, you hear the roar of a creature that sounds similar to the lion's roar that you just kind of conjured. And from within, you see a humanoid 7-foot tall were-tiger that climbs out and just looks at you and bristles, its hackles raising. And it says, prepare to eat your own flesh. And it screams at you.
That
It has
doesn't
clenched
sound
claws.
good.
No,
Yeah,
why wouldn't you want to
um,
eat instead? Are we not tender enough for you? Do I lack fat? You furry piece of shite.
I'll eat you.
And he says, "Try with those lackluster canines." And then from the other one, you hear like a sloshing and like the sound of like slurping and like
It's an alcohol slime.
tentacly sounds.
Actors
Uh-oh.
with nightmare.
Okay, sorry, my thing paused for a second. And from within you see tentacles rip up, and this kind of like, if you imagine an unpainted clown, like you know what evil clowns look like, where they have like the really sharp teeth, but and their like eyes are super wide and big. But you put that face on a round green body with tentacles coming off of it, and it like crawls out of it and like gnashes at the were tiger, who moves tactfully to the side but keeps its eyes locked on you three. And then it sees you three, recognizing something that has to defend itself, and you can see it kind of like starts to slurp and slop around. And the
Pennywise
last thing,
Cthulhu.
a little bit. Pennywise, or yeah, Pennywise Cthulhu, sure. And then the last thing is this hole, and you hear the sound of hissing coming from deep within as a 30-foot giant, colorful snake slithers its way out and starts working its way around the left side. So if you imagine on the left side, from your right to left, right? Giant coral snake, weird ass thing called a decapus, and then a were tiger. So it's got 10 slippy arm things.
I'm gonna look over at the were tiger and say, "Hey, you got balls?"
And you're going to punch them, eh, ball smasher? Everybody roll initiative.
Oh Lord, the most decisive thing of our times.
All
I
right,
rolled
Magdor,
a
what'd you
12.
I got a 14.
And
get?
I
Roll 14 for Magdor.
11 for nuts.
11. Cool. So they all go before all of you. So this will be fun.
Yep.
They're intelligent enough that they've been given like contingencies of what they're supposed to do. Even the beasts understanding that they have to kill you to gain freedom. So they are not fighting amongst themselves, but it's obvious at this point that they're not probably going to work together. So, but the first one to go is the were tiger, who charges. Now, where are you from left to right for me? Who's on the far left? Who's in the middle? Who's on the right? Or do you have some sort of other kind of like lineup?
I
I
kind of
thought I was on
figured,
the far right.
yeah, Vol was gonna be on the left.
I guess I technically would be in the back between the two, I'm guessing.
It's a little
way-
triangle formation, kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool. Being on the left and or the same side as the were tiger, it charges you first, Magdor.
No, me.
You're on.
Bull's
Oh yeah,
on
you're
the
on the left.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
on the left. Okay, so it charges you, Vol. And it is going to try and. It's gonna try and do some things. First time it attacks you with a claw. What is your armor class, please? And remember, your armor class is now just 10 plus your
Dex, so
dexterity.
it's
Yeah.
13.
It absolutely hits you.
course it does.
Slashing at you, dealing 6 slashing damage. And then it attempts to bite at the same arm that it slashed at. And womp, 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 womp. And you take 12 slashing damage, or 12 piercing damage. Oh, no. I'm
Oof.
sorry. It's a different dice. It's a different dice. Don't take that. 10 piercing damage.
Oof. Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Can I burn an inspiration to be normal?
Yep, you can.
I'm burning inspiration.
Woo! Ooh.
Crit fail.
With oh no, yeah, you have were tiger lycanthropy. You're a lycanthrope now, as you feel his bite inject something into your blood, and you feel as though your actual physiology seems to be changing a little bit. Um, and for a moment, your eyes kind of flash that almond slitted eyes, and then they snap back. But something has changed in your actual physiology. And that's the end of the Were-Tiger's turn, as it smiles and says, "Now you're one of us." And then now it is the Decapus's turn, and it is going to charge forward to the open target, not wanting to interfere with the Were-Tiger. It's going to attack Magdor. As it swipes at you with its tentacles and tries to bite you. First attack is with its tentacles. What's your armor class?
12.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Hello,
Cool.
darkness,
you take
my old
14
friend.
bludgeoning damage as it deals that damage to you and also grapples you. So now your speed is 0. And then it tries to bite you, which is easier because it now has you grappled. And it does that. This is going to be tough, guys. As it deals, oh boy, 4 piercing damage on the bite. It bites you, and it's just like a little nibble. And that's the end of its turn, as it now has you grappled, and its 10 tickles. It just tickles you. And now it's the coral snake's turn, as it is going to. Let me see what its movement speed is. It does not have enough speed this turn to get to any of you. So it's going to dash, and next turn its target will be being clear. But it's just moving towards you. Because they started 30 feet away. And it's just about 30 feet to you, but it's can't make an attack this round. So now it is Magdor, then Vol, then Nox.
All right. So I had my hammer in my hand when we started the fight, right? So with this new hammer, I'm going to. I can't throw it at the person I'm grappled at, right? They have to be a certain distance away.
If you throw it at a creature that's grappling you, you're going to have disadvantage on the attack roll.
All right. I'm going to throw it at the Were-Tiger.
Okay.
And as I'm doing it, I'm going to yell to Vol and be like, "Can you cut this tentacle off me?" And throw the hammer. So
Let me make
that's.
sure of something real fast for you. I just want to check something real fast based on the grappled condition. I don't think that.
I'm thinking you're probably thinking restrained for disadvantage.
Well, I just wanted to make sure you didn't have disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah, grapple does not cause you have disadvantage on attack
Thank
rolls.
God,
unless
too.
It's a ranged attack against a close creature. So yeah, roll normally against this Decapus.
And it'd be
No, it's
2d8 since I'm attacking the
throwing it at the
Were-Tiger.
werewolf. Yeah.
Sorry, Were-Tiger. Yeah. Sorry, Were-Tiger.
So
What'd
it'd
you
be
roll to hit?
2d8 because he's ranged for the
But
attack.
did you roll to hit?
27.
27 hits.
Jeez, oh Pete's. Holy
And then,
smokes.
so that's that, and I need to do one more 1d8.
And remember, it's a +3 to hit and damage. So,
For both 1d8s or just once?
well, I mean, it's for an attack, so you don't get to add a
Okay.
D. Yeah, it's
So
+3 for
ideal-
that attack.
9 damage.
2d8 plus your strength modifier +3 is 9.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 2.
What's your strength modifier?
2.
Oh man, that's rough. Okay, but still, 9 damage is not nothing against the Were-Tiger as it gets thwacked up against the side of its face. And that's. Do you have extra attack?
I have a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'd
Yeah,
like
you
to use.
Whack him, and then it returns back to your hand, still being grappled by the Decapus.
And I'd like to use. I'd like to use Healing Word. on myself.
Okay.
I'm greedy.
Go ahead. Go ahead and do that. Roll the stuff. You don't have to let me know. I trust you how much you recover. Unless there's anything else you want to do, we can go to the next person.
Oh, and I cast that at level 2, by the way. So
Thank you.
just for your information. All right,
Dankeschön.
that's it.
Awesome. Good job. Smacking someone up, asking you to cut the tentacles off. And now it's Vol, then Nox.
So I've been bitten, afflicted by lycanthropy.
Yes.
I'm sure we'll discuss the ramifications of that in the future. But this were-tiger is in front of me. It's been injured. Backdoor asked for help, but Vol's not going to help. Vol's going to attack the were-tiger. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
So 4 damage. But
Okay.
because he's already been injured, Colossus Slayer comes in
Okay.
with an extra 3. And now Colossus Slayer, as I understand it, it's on every time I hit. It does,
It's
or just
once per turn.
once per turn. Understood.
Mhm.
God damn it! I forgot to do what I wanted to do.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
I
Uh.
honestly, this is a crazy fight. You're dealing with a completely new magic weapon. If you want to retcon and go back a little bit, say you cast it and then add that damage, it's still going to burn the spell slot. It doesn't change much. You still hit. So if you want to do that, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'd like to cast Hunter's Mark as well as I'm taking my first swing.
Okay.
And then that's an extra 1d6. So 1. So first swing, a total of 8 damage.
Yeah.
I have
With
extra
Colossus Slayer
attack.
weapon damage and Hunter's Mark.
Um,
All right.
And then I'm gonna swing again because I have extra attack. Does a 23 hit?
Oh yeah.
For a total of another 4 damage, and then Hunter's Mark again, which is Hunter's Mark's the one that procs every time.
Every hit. Mhm.
For another 4, so another 8 damage total.
Okay.
And I asked about the inspiration point specifically because since we reunited last episode, Vol's not taking a short rest, a long rest.
You didn't sleep through the night, then you would have a level of exhaustion.
No, because we met in the morning.
Oh, you did. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you still have all of them. Yep.
And I believe 3 allows me to burn them for 1 more attack.
And that technically procs extra attack again.
So I'm gonna do that.
Taking the attack action again. All right. Roll hit.
Does a 13 hit?
Yeah. Remember,
For
they're
7
not wearing armor either. So.
For 7 damage plus 5, so 12.
Okay.
So that is a total of 28 damage that turn.
Oh, you get to swing again. Extra attack. When you
Oh,
take
so-
the attack action.
Oh, because it gives
Yeah.
me an action again. Oh,
Yeah.
then I'm
it
gonna
gives
swing
you-
another
yeah.
time.
So it's another attack action. So you get to swing twice.
Oh man, Glenn just made a
Um,
decision that will affect the ages.
Oh, this
another
is something I do
13.
all the time. So 13 hits. Yeah.
With another 4 plus 5, so 9.
Great. Okay.
So that's to recap. My first swing, with my sword, Colossus Slayer, and Hunter's Mark, 8. Then my second swing with Hunter's Mark and sword damage, 8. Third swing, 12 with Hunter's Mark. Fourth swing, 9 with Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you dealt 27 damage this turn. Sorry, not 27.
No.
37. 37
Yes.
damage. Yeah. So you just fucking go crazy on this guy. And-
Vol turns into a fucking whirlwind of slashing. And how tall is this were-tiger?
that's like 7 feet tall.
Vol's gonna match his gaze. Tell him back the fuck off.
Yeah, cool. So he challenges you and you challenge him right back. He hits you hard and you return it with a fucking haymaker. And now it's Nox's turn. Good job.
Good job, fool. Glenn, this thing can hold up to 20 charges. How many would you like it to start off with?
Ooh, good question. Let me see.
Do the
something real
recharge roll.
fast. Well, recharges happen at just a second.
It's okay.
I think it may have full charges because it has been used, but yep, it has full charges. It hasn't been used, so all the charges.
Oh, okay. Uh, I'm currently behind the team. I'm watching Vol get tore into, but then Vol is also equally tearing into this cat. Some kind of tentacle creature currently has Magdor grappled, and I see a big ass coral snake. Looks like I have no idea who it could be heading towards.
It's most likely headed towards you.
And I go, all right, 3v3. Looks like everybody wants to. Oh wait, Magdor attacked the werecat. Everything's off. I'm gonna tap the staff into the ground, and then I'm gonna cast Wall of Force.
Okay.
And I'm going to put that into
And
a foot.
Sure, I'm gonna let you know too. It does like the where the enemies are is effectively where the snake is. It had enough movement to get to where they are. It's not back that far, so it's only about 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
Just want to make sure you had a visual of that.
Can I use Wall of Force to create a 15-foot spear to encompass the snake?
It will also encompass your allies because a 15-foot sphere. Because you're doing Wall of Force.
Yep. I can put it on a spot, and if the creature is on one side or the other, I can choose what side it's on. So I could hypothetically.
It's a radius of up to 10 feet, so you could just choose to.
Well,
isolate it.
yeah, like I don't know how big the snake is, yeah, like as a player, but
Still a medium creature, so if you get a 5x5, so it only has to be a 2.5-foot diameter sphere, but you could totally do that, absolutely.
okay. Then I want to put this thing into a motherfucking hamster ball. Then
You do
pull it
that.
out of the fight, and that is going to be my concentration spell. I think Vol wants to duke it out with this tiger on his own, at least for now. And I'm going to start, after I hamster ball this thing, I'm going to look over at the creature that's currently grappling our boy here. And I'm going to say, all right, let's start the fun. And I'm going to begin quickening a Eldritch Blast at this thing.
At the
That's-
Decapus, right?
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
And so, like, all right, here we go.
2 bolts now, right?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
So let's see. I just need to double check to see. Quicken uses 2 sorcery points. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I'm not, doing anything bad here. So the first Eldritch Blast is going to be a 14.
Hits.
Hits. Oh, okay. And the second one is going to be a 16 to hit then, which then hits.
Yep.
Since
And
I got a...
And this is just like because I know this weapon has a lot, but you have Agonizing Blast, right?
Not yet. That's level 2 Warlock.
That's level 2
Oh,
onwards.
okay.
Yeah.
But you get normally this is only 1d10 or whatever it is for these, but you get to add +2 because of the staff. It's damage rolls. So
Oh, whoops. I accidentally rolled the third time. So that's going to be a total of 13 damage, force damage.
Awesome. Yeah. You loft Chewin expertly avoiding Magdor in the chaos of these tentacles wrapping him up and smack it a couple times. A few of them let loose aesthetically, but it's still grappling him. And Wall of Force the snake to a point where effectively you've, World of Warcraft banished it, so you don't have to worry about it until you've dealt with the other ads.
For a minute,
So,
preferably,
inspiration
yeah.
point.
Thank you.
Inspiration point for using that very creatively. Anything else for you? Did you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to sprint as far away as I can.
So if you could go between your allies and not provoke attacks because the thing is grappling him and the other one is engaged in combat with your ally. So you could go through right or left. But either way, you're not going to get that far away. Which way would you like to go?
I'm going to try to keep myself in vision of Magdor. So basically I'm going to run like behind him, but try to keep out of range of whatever this frightening looking creature has for now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try to keep within whatever the furthest you'd say I can run away from this creature, but still be within range.
Yeah, so you can kind of skirt the edge of this circular cage and get 10 feet to it and then 20 feet past it without provoking attacks and still keeping both of them in your line of sight, along with the wall of force retaining this snake.
Okay, good
All
deal.
right, good job, Nox. Way to
Thank
use your
you.
weapons, guys. I'm really, really digging the aesthetic of your group right now. And then we're back to the top with the were-tiger, who sees that your ferocity didn't necessarily need lycanthropy to enhance it. But he is now effectively done with this shit. And he's going to look around and survey the area and see the sorcerer skirting the edge of the room and go, everybody has a weak point. And he says it's usually the caster. I bet he's tangy. And he just runs off towards Nox.
Does that provoke an opportunity attack?
It does.
All right. Let's see here. That's a 9 hit.
No.
Fuck.
So you miss as he charges toward you, Nox, and he does have an extended speed in this form, so he moves a little faster than you're used to most humanoids moving, and charges towards you and is going to attack you with a claw and a bite.
Oh
So
boy.
first we have the claw.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit.
It would, as I counter it with shield.
Oh,
I'm gonna hold the staff as he claws at me. Watch as you crit next hit. But
what's your AC until the end of your next turn?
20.
Damn.
Jesus.
And you included the +2 from the staff as well, right?
That is correct. I have a +3
Nice.
dexterity, and it gives a +2 from the staff, and with shield adds +5. So I'm at 20 right now. So I'm gonna bad kitty.
Bad kitty. No. No. And then he goes, nice. But can you handle this? Ha! And he tries to bite at you.
As long as he doesn't bite
And
at the
I
staff.
rolled- Biting at you, not the staff. He probably wouldn't
I-
do anything to the staff.
I'm waiting
This
for it because
time-
I called it.
I rolled a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that'll get through the shield as he breaks through the that portion of the shield aesthetically. Obviously, shield's
Yep.
still active, but
Yep.
Yep. And we're gonna deal some damage with the bite.
Yep.
And I need you to make a con saving throw.
Can I take the damage first?
Take-
Just make me feel
You
good.
take 9 piercing damage
Not
Okay.
too bad.
and make a con saving throw of a DC 10, please, to maintain concentration on the wall of force.
Okay, so we're doing a concentration check for the wall of force first.
Yeah.
Okay. I crit failed, so
Ah!
that wall immediately goes down. That's awkward. And I'm assuming I need to make a second Constitution effect.
And this one will be for the whatever is now coursing through your veins as he is now munched on your arm, right on your symbol.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this one.
Okay.
And you said disadvantage, so I believe that just gives me normal in this case.
You don't have disadvantage. He had disadvantage because I crit on him with the attack.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 21.
Oh, you golden. You stave it off and just kind of push through it and shake him off. And he kind of growls at you with a little bit of your blood and he kind of licks it off of his canines. He says, tangy, just like I thought. And now it is the Decapod's turn, and it's going to continue to try and thwack on Magdor with advantage because it's still grappling you. First with the tentacles that are not grappling you. I got a 23 to hit.
Close, but it hits.
This one deals 9. Oh, that was the bite. Shit. Let me see something. Okay. Oh shit, you are restrained. Okay.
I mean, you could have forgotten that detail if you wanted to, but you said it.
15 bludgeoning damage. And then it's gonna try and munch on you. This time, ironically enough, I rolled a 12 to hit.
Me-
It meets.
Is it-
It
It's-
beats.
Oh, it meets. And that is 7 piercing damage. How's everyone doing on hit points right now?
I mean, I'm squishy
Bloody-
as shit, so I'm fucked up.
Bloody
The mo.
Joker?
Close to half.
Okay. So you're close to half. He's bloodied, and you've only taken 1 hit. All right. Very good. And after the Decapus is done, the Coral Snake, now free, looks around and honestly, it doesn't really know why it was imprisoned because it's not super smart. So the 2 closest targets are going to be the 2 closest things that it can go after. All right. Magdor and Vol, odds or evens?
Uh-oh.
Go odds.
Then I'm evens.
Vol, it's going after you.
Let's go,
Slithers
baby.
around towards you and pops around and is going to try and snap at you. But it's not smart enough to try and gain tactical advantage, so it doesn't get any advantage for attacking next to the Were Tiger. It rolled a 12 to hit.
Miss.
All right. So it misses you as it snaps at you, but you see you somehow gain the ire of this snake despite not being the one that imprisoned it. Oh yeah, the Were Tiger's not there anymore. So that actually works out really well. Now you still can't move. Ha ha. Now Magdor, it is your turn, then Vol.
So what exactly does restrain do?
Restrained means that you have a speed of 0. I believe. Here we go. Restrained. Your speed is 0, and you can't benefit to bonuses to your speed. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and an attack roll against you has advantage if they're within 5 feet. If it's not within 5 feet, so if it's a ranged attack against you, it actually is disadvantage because of the restraining.
And the decupod is in front of me. What's
I
he
mean,
wearing?
it's restraining you. It's a big tentacly octopus. It doesn't have clothes.
No clothes. Nothing. All right.
It takes a full action to get out of the restraining, too.
Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I'm going to break out of the restraint.
Okay, go ahead. And this is what's known as a grapple check. So you're going to make an athletic or acrobatics check to try and get out of the restraining. And it is going to make an athletics check to contest that.
All right.
Now, skill checks and saving throws don't have disadvantage, so you don't have to roll disadvantage. It's just attack rolls.
I rolled a 10.
It rolled a 5. So yeah, it's slithery, slippery tentacles because they don't have a lot of suction cups. Slip off of you as you get out. Did you use athletics?
I used acrobatics.
Acrobatics. So you like fucking backflip out. Yeah. You're still within 5 feet of it. But you are now no longer restrained or grappled. So you have all your speed to you.
And I have my bonus action still.
Mhm.
All right. I am going to look around and see that all of my friends are hurt, or being hurt, or in
You're
a
definitely
rough
the
time.
most hurt.
Yeah. And I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Is that a bonus action?
Yep. Casting time
Awesome.
1 bonus action.
And you can
And
include
I'm
yourself
going
in that,
to-
right?
Yeah, I'm going to do me, Vol, and Nox, and then the lady up in the stands. Cheering
Okay.
us on. Just for no reason. For flavor. That's that it.
Hey, Tyler, would you roll a d20 for me and just tell me what it is?
I don't know why you can't do it. Make me suffer this. I rolled a 15.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
And I max it out, so I heal everybody for 7.
Nice.
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 And that ends my turn.
Good job. So you don't want to move away from this creature at all?
It'd
Correct.
be attack of opportunity, wouldn't it?
Probably, yeah.
No, I'll stay here.
Okay. All right. After Magdor, it's Vol, then Nox.
Vol's gonna bolt at the tiger. He's gonna take the opportunity attack.
Okay. So the snake tries to bite you as you move by. Whee! Does a 19 hit.
19 hits.
Okay, you take 9 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution
saving
saving
throw.
throw.
Yep.
Or get
Seven.
snake lycanthropy.
What?
7. So my concentration ends.
Oh, no. It's a Constitution saving throw. You don't have concentration on anything, do you?
Hunter's mark.
Oh, it has concentration?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, so that ends. Now make a Constitution saving throw against the poison coursing through your veins.
Oh, of course. Yeah. 19.
Okay. You lose concentration on Hunter's Mark, but immediately kind of steel yourself against the poison and are not affected. Now continue your turn. And so you said you wanted to run up to the were-tiger, yes?
Yes. I
You
am
would be
going
flanking with Nox.
I'm
Not
going to
wittingly,
cast
but
Hunter's-
yes.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark again on the were-tiger.
Cool.
And I'm gonna take a couple of swings here. Let's see.
With advantage.
First swing, 20.
Hits.
Hits for 8 damage plus Hunter's Mark 6. 14 so far. Plus I'm gonna use Colossus Slayer now, plus another 6, so 20 damage.
Jesus. Okay.
And then I'm gonna extra attack, swing again.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit.
Yes.
So that's another 5 damage plus Hunter's Mark 4, so 9 damage. 29 damage total in those 2 attacks.
Okay. Yeah. So Vol comes to the rescue effectively to try and assist you with this Nox, understanding that you're not really a melee combatant.
No, Vol just
Usually.
wanted to fuck up that tiger. He wasn't thinking.
Oh,
of
it's just the Were-tiger?
no.
Okay.
Vol's consumed. Vol's
to Nox, it
consumed
looks
with.
like assistance.
Yeah, Vol's consumed with the fight and the bloodlust and frustration, and that were-tiger fucked him up, and
some
he's
animal
returning the
rhythm
favor
coursing through your veins now.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, Nox, your turn.
Cool. Well, I was terrified, but now that my pseudo father, the were-tiger Goliath, were-Goliath, not that I would know that. I kind of look and I go, well, thank goodness you're here, Vol. This would have sucked. Vol doesn't say anything. That's concerning.
I
And
mean,
then
he's not going to respond because it's your turn.
true. I am going to burn another charge and try to cast a spell on our boy here.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do hold monster.
Oh. Okay, so what is your saving or your DC, your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 15.
Okay, yeah, it seems to seize up as you point the staff at it, and waves of energy emanate towards it, and it just kind of is now paralyzed.
Good deal.
As your spell seems to have been successful.
It's paralyzed. I walk up to Vol, kind of pat him on the shoulder, and says, "Now you can have advantage without me." And I am going to. That counts as a spell that I casted, correct?
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Only because when it says you may use charges to cast a spell. So
That's fair.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna kind of walk up behind Vol's back and start looking at the snake. I'm gonna get Vol's
kind of
back
back to
as
back now.
yes. That way, if the snake comes, it's gonna come at me at this time because this is Vol's fight. I'm trying to keep out of it, and I think that's gonna be it for my turn.
Good job. Awesome. And we're back to the top, and it's the Weretiger's turn, who gets to attempt to make the wisdom saving throw again at the end of its turn to try and break out of the hold monster. And it does not. As he continues to just, I'm gonna kill you, little lady.
How long
but
does,
he can't turn around?
How long does hold monster stay active?
1 minute until it
Yeah.
breaks out.
Okay.
I think it can make a saving throw if you hit it.
No, it makes at the end of each of its turns, it makes saving throws.
Oh, so everybody can beat it up with advantage. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the end of its turn because he can't do anything else. Now the Dinkopus is going to once again trying to attack Magdor with its tentacles first. It rolled a 11 to hit this time.
That misses.
Hey, first missed attack on Magdor. Can't hit them all.
Yay.
And it's going to try and bite you, which it does not have advantage on because it's not grappling you. And it crit fails, so it slips on the floor and splats down, and that ends its turn. So if you attack it, you will have advantage as long as it's a melee attack. Now it is Giant Snake, and Giant Snake wants to eat something. So the closest thing it can go after is Magdor. So it's going to try and bite Magdor. And I fucking crit failed again. Goodbye, dice. So that thing ends its turn as it starts towards you, and then it like looks towards the crowd and smells the food and gets distracted by the cheers. I don't know.
Makes sense.
Magdor, it's your turn. You got
I
a
am-
prone slime monster in front of you on the ground.
He's prone?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah.
crit
The
failed.
deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do my classic. I'm going to take my new hammer. I'm going to take Beauty. No, wait, I didn't get Beauty. Never mind. I just have my hammer. All right, so I'm going to take my hammer and just smash it down, put it in my metal arm because I want,
Okay.
and smash it down as hard as I can onto prone
So
creature.
effectively, you're going to be using two hands with this, so you would get to
Yeah.
use a D10 instead of a D8. Okay, cool.
That was with advantage since
Yeah.
he's prone. All right,
Mhm.
13.
13 does not hit.
I missed. Many tentacles. I was aiming for all of them.
And you're including a +3 to hit from the weapon?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Okay, that checks out. I was like, man, that's rough.
Well, actually,
Okay.
sorry. The advantage one I rolled a 5, and that was the 13. But yeah, they
Oh,
were bad
okay.
rolls.
Okay,
And
so
then,
yeah, that's your action.
yes. And I'm gonna be pissed off, but also know that I've got 2 people around me, so I'm going to heal myself again. With healing word.
Okay, so you miss as you it like hits a part of it that's like sludgy and like goopy, so it doesn't really damage it. But now it's Vol's turn.
Vol, being a Goliath, believes in fair play. So far, everything's been fair, but then the part that sticks out, even in his bloodlust, is he's not going to attack a creature from behind that's restrained. So he's going to circle around to the front of him and then attack.
Love it.
Um,
You have advantage.
yeah, at least I want them to see their death coming. So 13 on the first one.
13 hits.
Whew, thank God. So hang on.
That
let me
is
get
And
the
a-
rolls here.
any hit within 5 feet with a melee weapon, or any hit attack within 5 feet is counted as a critical. So it's not as if you rolled a 20 though, so it doesn't proc Sword of Sharpness, but it does let you roll double damage dice.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let me just do those for you. So Hunter's Mark, Colossus Slayer was 2 each, so 4 plus 9. Plus I'll do
Did you
another
roll
damage roll.
because Hunter's Mark gets to be rolled twice as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you
Um,
roll weapon damage dice and Hunter's Mark twice per hit.
And Nick, just so you know, you'll have to take 3 off that second slash because you don't add the bonus twice, just the weapon damage. So 9, 2, 2, 5, 6 so far.
Okay, so 9, 2, 2, 5, 6. Thank you, Tyler. So that's 10, 15, 24 on that first swing.
Okay. Great.
Is it still standing? Is
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna swing again.
Go for it. Murder machine
15.
hits.
Crits.
Okay. So
Yeah,
let me
crits.
Sorry, not
let me
the.
do all of that for you. So that's a 4 plus 1, 5, plus a 2 plus 1, so 3, 8. 8 damage on that second swing. So not as bad.
And that's with 2d8, 2d6 plus your
Yep.
strength modifier.
It was heartbreaking, man. 2 ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
no, it was-
rough. So 8
yeah, I-
damage?
yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I know I'm asking for clarification a lot. I just want to make sure that
No,
you're not
that's fine.
losing
Yeah.
damage because they're all new items. So I'm not saying that I think you're stupid. I'm just trying to make sure you get as much out of
No,
these
no,
new-
it helps me too because,
Okay,
Um,
cool. Yeah. He
yeah.
seems very, very, very angry as he grits through the bloody, the blood coming out of his mouth, but he can't move or respond.
and then I'm
Did you
gonna
wanna do
grab
anything else?
I'm just gonna grab the back of his neck and just look in his eyes. This is gonna be romantic and fun for me mostly.
Okay. Nox.
Nox has been a support machine so far, but then realizes that Magdor has been ganged up on. And so, asking for a friend, which creature looks like it has been taking more damage?
Definitely the were-tiger.
Between the creatures
Other-
fighting, yes.
Yeah, the snake hasn't been hit yet, and the so it's completely fresh. And the Decapus looks like it's only taken one solid attack. So the Decapus is taking more damage than the snake for sure.
All right, so I'm gonna attack both then by twinning spell, and I'm gonna. What else could I use? Here comes old Nox asking for a friend. Is Corrosive in the playing field or no?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay. Then I'm gonna send Corrosive to give me the help action against this giant octopus-looking creature. At least that's what it looks like in my head.
Disadvantage because it
Is
is
it still prone?
So yeah, so it negates disadvantage. So that's,
Oh, you're right. It is prone.
Are you using Eldritch Blast? Because technically you can't twin Eldritch Blast.
Nope.
No, chromatic orb.
I was gonna, I'm gonna say technically, if I wanted to do Eldritch Blast, I could shoot one at each and just be done with it. But
Yeah, for sure.
I can't twin it. Well, I mean, if that guy's prone, then yeah, you're right. I am gonna have disadvantage. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna shoot a regular chromatic orb at the snake then,
Okay.
because that's who I was looking at in the first place.
Go ahead and let me know what needs to happen, if it's a save by the snake or whatever.
So I'm going to send Corrosive at the snake. To give myself advantage or negate a disadvantage. I don't think it is prone as well, so I should be able to hit that. So
Art snake's always prone.
ain't that the truth? And I'm gonna cast this at a level 2, just to get the ball rolling here. Does a 29 hit?
Yeah.
Good, because that was a crit, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to see Nox start
so It
some.
wasn't even a 29. You could hit a million AC with that.
Okay, yeah, you see Nox going, it's showtime, as they begin lighting up the cigarette. You see energy. This is gonna be thunder, just because I want the crowd to hear this. So
Cool.
let's see. Oh gosh, that's 88 again. Plus 2 because of the step.
Ooh.
So it's only gonna hit for 29 damage, which is still a good chunk, but
Pretty great.
and you know what? That's it. I'm gonna start walking towards the snake and saying, "Hit me!"
All right. Yeah, it's like 20 feet away from you currently.
Yeah, no, I know where this ends. I know where this ends.
Yeah. All right. After Nox goes, it's the Were-Tiger's turn, and it once again freaking fails to get out of the paralyzing. Now it's the Decapus's turn, who is going to. Does the Decubus speak any languages? It doesn't. If you walked out saying "hit me," it was gonna turn and hit you. But it can't understand you, so it's still gonna go after Magdor with tentacles. I'm seriously done with this dice. That's 3 ones in a row from that thing. So now
I'll buy that dice for
it's
you.
gonna try and bite you, and it rolled a 9, so that one's over. Now it's the snake's turn, and it can only move 15 feet.
Not that it matters, but did he stand up from being prone?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. It did stand up. The snake moves. It dashes effectively to get up to you, Nox, but it can't attack because it used its action to get there because it has a low speed. And now we're to Magdor, then Vol, then Nox again.
I'm going to look at the Decapus and you're one ugly beast, aren't you? I'm gonna try to smack him in his face with my hammer. Two-handed.
Okay.
A 9 to hit.
A 9 does not hit.
Sad. All right. And then bonus action, I see the snake going for knock. So I'm going to heal him, but this is just going to be level 1 because I'm greedy. They heal for 5.
Perfect. And you stay there or move away?
I'm gonna stay there.
Perfect. Okay. Vol, then Nox.
I am going to swing again. What a surprise. So that's 9. I have to roll these twice again, right? Still continuing the same thing?
You probably should say what you
Yeah.
did to hit.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, hang on. Do that twice. And I'm also gonna burn Colossus Slayer on this one. Okay. So that's a 26 on my first swing.
How do you kill him?
I behead him. I just prep up, like, Vol gets down low and then just swings upward, but like quick, and then just take off his head.
Love it. He falls to the ground headless, dead as it reverts back to its human form. And then you have your friends in front of you, one with a coral snake in front of them, and the other fighting a giant slimy ball of tentacles.
Right. Because of Hunter's Mark and he died before the spell ended, I'm using my bonus action to move it to the Decapus.
Okay.
And did Vol notice Nox being okay against the snake?
I mean,
he's
the
held his own
snake
so far?
hasn't. Yeah, the snake hasn't hurt him visibly at all yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna go after the Decapus instantly.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm gonna
You have
swing.
advantage. You have advantage because you're
Nice.
flanking with your ally.
19 to hit.
Hits.
That is going to be 6 plus 3, 9 damage.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Swing in a cut. You slash through it, cutting into one of its tentacles. Anything else?
And when I get there, sorry I'm late, Magdor. And that's it.
And now it's Nox's turn.
I got a scary ass snake right in front of me.
Yep.
It's a big snake, not humongous. This isn't,
Snaky,
Jug-
snaky snake.
snaky snake.
I'm a
Yep.
snake.
I'm snaky snake. I'm gonna burn another 5 charges and wall of force this son of a bitch again. And-
Isolated again.
I'm gonna sidestep and go, okay, let's kill this thing with eyeballs. Ugh. And I'm gonna quicken up and use the last of my sorcery points to Eldritch bless this thing once more.
Nice.
And so the first one is gonna be a 21 to hit,
Yep.
and the second one is 12.
12 does not hit.
So A whole 3 damage. As
3 damage.
yeah, minimum. That was a good use of
Minimum.
sorcery spells. Oof. Look,
All
I
right,
didn't
yeah,
want to
great.
die.
You-
That's a snake.
You've cordoned off this snake again and stepped to the side. Very low risk of you having to make a con save to fail, so it's probably staying in there for at least a minute. And then we're back to the top, which would be a Weretiger, but it's gone. So the Decapus is going to try and attack. Odds or evens, Magdor and Vol.
Want to switch it up?
Yeah, so I'll take odds. Magdor will be evens.
Okay. So it's going at Vol. Both attacks. First
Nice.
one with the tentacles. I got a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And so you take. Okay.
Give it to me. Do it.
27 bludgeoning damage, and you're grappled and restrained.
For the damage, I'm gonna use my Stone's Endurance first.
Okay. So 27 minus whatever you negate
God
it
fucking
by.
damn it. By 4.
Okay, so you take 23 damage, you're
Language.
grappled and restrained, and then it tries to bite you, this time with advantage. and
Wait, sorry. 1 minute. So you can reduce the damage from the total by adding your Constitution modifier to the number rolled, so that would be a 5. So that brings it down to 22.
I mean, the number rolled for the damage.
Yeah.
Just-
So with my Stone's Endurance, I rolled a 4, and I can add my
Yeah.
Constitution modifier to it as well. So that's a total
Yeah,
of 5.
just
How much do I reduce?
Subtract it based on what I told you. Yeah.
Was it a 27 total? So
Yeah.
okay, so Vol's down.
Okay.
Just
And
perfect. Exactly how many hit points I had? 22.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah.
man. And
Nice.
it is going to continue to mash on you because it's hungry.
Mhm.
And it rolls a 20 to hit on your prone body, causing
Mhm.
no damage but 2 failed death saves.
Okay.
So it's now munching on your friend Vol. And now it is the coral snake's turn. It stays there, can't move. Sorry. Yeah. And now it's Magdor's turn.
Magdor's just been fighting this guy this whole time, and then all of a sudden,
I can handle it.
if I heal him, what happens?
He's conscious. He'll just be
Okay.
prone and he'll have to pick up his weapon.
All right. So what I'm gonna do then is, while I have advantage on this creature, I'm gonna smack him. Try to smack
You
him.
don't have
away.
advantage. Your ally is
Oh.
unconscious.
Oh, isn't he munching on him?
Yeah, but that effectively no
Alright.
tactical advantage for that. Yeah.
So if I heal, I can
He's
do
busy-
bonus action,
busy
then action,
eating.
right?
Mhm.
So I can heal him and then do it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have advantage because your ally is still prone on the ground without a
Okay,
weapon up. The idea of
enough.
flanking is
Alright.
that they have to fight both sides, and he's not.
Well, I'm gonna try to hit this guy from the side, two-hand
'Kay.
weapon, and just try to kind of push him away.
Swing home, Magdor.
And it's gonna be an 11.
Misses.
Be like, shite. And then use healing word on to friend.
All right. How many points does he heal for?
5.
You have 5 hit points, Vol. You wake up as it is your turn, and this thing is like about to munch down on you. It's your turn again. You you're conscious, but you have your weapon on the ground and you're prone technically.
And I'm also restrained.
No.
No. So for
when
me
you
to
when you went limp, it kind of like let go and just started attacking you. Yeah.
Okay, so for me to stand up and pick up my weapon, that'll take up my action.
Nope. Half your movement, and you can interact with one object for free to grab, stow, or weapon. So you can pick up your item and stand up for half your movement.
Okay, Volt's gonna mash on this guy then. He's gonna stand up, pick up his weapon, yelling, is like, just go right back into it.
You have
but
advantage.
I am gonna burn a spell slot to cast Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
Oh boy, here
First-
we go.
There I
Um,
go killing again.
my first swing, 21. Does that hit?
Yep.
Um, Okay, let me just do the damage for that first. 6, and I'm gonna burn Colossus Slayer as well. So that's a 7 total. Jesus.
Okay.
Next time you hit a creature with a weapon, target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines that erupted.
What is the spell save?
14.
It just narrowly avoids being restrained.
Okay.
Does it
And
take extra damage from the snaring strike?
only if it's been restrained.
Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, it
Um,
does like thwack away the vines with its own, slimy tentacles. Anything else?
I know Vol's hurt, but he's not backing down. Vol's not thinking. Yeah, no, that's it.
And it's your turn, Nox.
I'm maintaining concentration on a giant ass snake right next to me. I can, like, much as I want to start buffing up the team, let him start thwacking. I don't think it'd be worthwhile in my end. So I'm gonna shoot another chromatic orb level 2 at it. See if I can hit it. Does a 26 hit? Okay.
Mhm.
Good deal. Let's see. I need to set up a thing to actually roll 48 for me. Pretty good damage. 24 thunder.
Okay.
Okay.
All
And-
right. Yeah. Emanates from it.
And I'm gonna basically do the great Bambino move where I hold the staff up to it like I'm gonna swing to the skies.
Love it.
I'm gonna see if I can
Awesome.
somehow taunt it.
Okay. Cool. I love it.
Okay, you said I'm like, oh boy,
It's
actions
the
have
next person's
consequences.
turn, and now you are a viable target. So it can go after any one of you three. And it does go after you. So
It's gonna
it
move
slithers
30 feet.
out of the attack range of both of you.
Oh,
or both of
jeez.
the both of your allies. So you can both make attacks, but you don't have advantage.
Would it be two-handed for mine since I had
Yeah.
it in both my hands?
If you if you choose to hit it two-handed, that's always up to you, as long as there's not something else in the other hand.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah.
9
Does an
damage.
18 hit?
Yep.
10 damage.
Is Hunter's Mark on that thing still?
No, because
And
when I
you-
went down,
but
the spell ended, and then
also,
I cast an ensnaring strike.
Colossus Slayer can be added here. It's once per turn. This is its turn.
Oh. Well, knowing that, then yes, I'm gonna burn Colossus Slayer. It's good to know. 5, so 14 total from me.
All right. How much from you, Magdor?
10.
Magdor, after all your struggles with this thing, how do you kill it?
I see it. So it's already turned around at this point. I see it start
it's
to
like
walk away.
towards your sorcerer friend, yeah.
And I'm just going to try one more time to bat him away from the body. So I smash him. How far away from the wall are we?
Depends on what wall you're talking about. The one behind you is
Just-
about 15 feet back.
To
The
the
ones
left,
to the
or
left and
right.
right are like 30 or 40 feet.
All right.
Kind of
I
in the
just
middle still.
smack him down into the ground onto the left of me.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
it skids off like 15 to 20 feet as it just falls dead. And because of the fact that there's 3 of you and now just a snake, we can fast forward through this combat because you're not gonna lose as you
I throw my
systematically
hammer at it.
get rid of the thing. Well, I mean, you have to wait until the thing's dispelled, but you guys prepare actions, for when you dispel it, and then you all like fucking just ream it as soon as the wall disappears, and the crowd fucking erupts as you have defeated against a decent chunk of odds and made some coinage and gotten some cool items, and we'll pick it up there next week.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
Oh
Got some shiny
man.
new digs. You got some yeah. Fight
For
some
anybody's
big
upset that we didn't spend 10 minutes beating the shit out of the snake, we got time limits here. You can find me on Twitter at 2times Tyler.
You can find me on Twitter at LR the11th, all letters.
You can
Oh,
find
you
me at. Oh, go ahead. No?
No, it's you. Go.
All right. You can find me at Zigzagoon.
You can find me at Glenn Houston. Glenn with 2 N's, and Houston looks like Huston.
Ooh. We are a part of Casual Master Quest, a podcast network dedicated to giving you the video game news and tropes you deserve. You can find the show everywhere you can Google and on Twitter at CMQ Network. That was Nick. That was Brandon. That was Glenn. This is Tyler. We'll see you next week with another session of Casual Quest Masters, where we go in active detail on how we murder the snake. And don't forget to never stop the quest. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay, we lived.
We lived.
Yay.
You did. You are the boys who lived.